What's up, guys? So I am going to read the full message from this guy forgiving his wife for taking the lives of his 3 kids. And he forgave her within like 2 days after this happened, which is just nuts in my opinion. And everybody's acting like she didn't do anything wrong. No, she did. Three kids lost their lives because of this woman. And I get it. You guys are saying postpartum psychosis is what caused this. So that's an excuse. So are we gonna? Anybody can say that from this point forward, and you're gonna be okay with it? Like that would be like saying Lalani, who had her kid for, I think he was like she was 8 months, right? So did she suffer from postpartum psychosis? Are you guys gonna be okay if that she uses that in court? Because she's going to now, because you're giving this girl a way out. So in my opinion, she should use that too, because you're giving people a way out for taking the lives of their kids. Like, I don't want Lalani to get out of prison. I want her to spend the rest of her life in prison for what she did. Also, this woman took the lives of 3 kids, and I want her to spend the rest of her life in prison. If we let people get out for this reason, other people are going to use this reason. Even if they don't have it, they're going to be able to use this reason to get away with it. But let's read what he had to say. Because I don't see how he can forgive her already. But let's go with this. Here we go. My family was the best thing that ever happened to me. Did I skip a page? Okay, anyways, my bad. My family was the best thing that ever happened to me. I took so much pride in being Lindsay's husband and a dad to Cora, Dawson, and Colleen. I'm probably saying the last one's name wrong, but I think it's Colleen. I always remind myself that each day with them was a new gift. Colleen usually woke up first and would rest his head on my shoulder for a few minutes as he adjusted to morning. Dawson typically sang or spoke his thoughts out loud for a while before we'd go get him. Cora was a big girl and would simply walk downstairs. I can still verbally picture her coming into the living room each morning with her hair in a mess, smile on her face. We always started our day together, reading books, cuddling up on the couch, and playing with the magnet tiles. I loved taking them places, whether it was scootering at Chandler's Elementary, vacation, skiing out on the boat, or to some beach. One of our favorite places on earth. They gave me purpose, and I never took it for granted. There is now a massive void where that purpose once was. Cora had an infectious laugh and was stunningly beautiful. She was the curious one, but it was really because she was so caring. She used to say she wanted to be a doctor and a mama when she grew up, and she would practice by giving Colin checkups. If she was leaving the house to go somewhere, she would pick someone to take care of Caroline and Charlotte, her baby dolls. She had all the dolls' accessories available, so her sisters were well equipped. Before she turned 2, she was already wrapping them in perfect swaddles. We would tell her she's such a good little mama. She loved all babies, both real and pretend. She loved sloths, unicorns, tea parties, going to lunch with Nana and Grandpa, and giving presents to people. She knew everything about princesses, her favorite being Sophia the First. She truly loved her brothers and us and said it often in her sweet voice. We did a lot of father daughter activities together, like skiing and visiting San Francisco or just talking. I love her, my firstborn, so much. Dawson had beautiful, bold brown eyes that beamed with friendship. He was naturally humorous and generous beyond the norm of a typical toddler, always willing to share his toys with others. For all the love he received, he always gave back more. His best quality was his pure kindness. He loved trucks, tractors, dinosaurs, Paw Patrol, working guys, and being outside. He was adventurous and mischievous and enjoyed causing trouble, which he typically found hilarious. He was also remarkably smart. We always said if we didn't save enough for retirement, it'll be okay. We'll just live in Dawson's guest house. He would hug me tighter than most adults, and every night he told me in consistent words at bedtime without fail, "Good night, Dada. I love you." We had a special bond from day one. He was my buddy, my first boy, the truly a gift. And I'm probably saying this one's wrong, name's wrong, but Caroline was our easygoing child. I always said it was because he was the third child. He had to adapt, and he did easily. He was born with hardly any fuss and was by far our best sleeper. He was just an incredibly happy and vibrant baby, constantly smiling. Our nickname for him was Happy Callan. He was sitting on his own, and you could tell he was enjoying his growth and growing independence as he would grab any object within reach. Sometimes he joined my Minecraft calls in the background playing in his jumpy. I would keep my camera on, too proud to leave it off. He started saying Dada whenever I walked in the room. The last moment we had together was our routine. I would come up from the office at the end of the day and swing him between my legs while he laughed and smiled. If I was ever having a bad day, Colleen always knew how to heal me. Perhaps that's why he held on a little longer, to spare me whatever pain he could. Woo! Ooh, that one, woo! Woo! That one kind of got to me, guys. Ooh. I was fortunate and grateful to feel his warmth until his very last moment. Faith is my only hope of believing he felt mine. Colleen died with enormous courage despite being so little. Maybe it was his way of demonstrating what I needed to do to press forward. I'll always try to draw inspiration from him. He'll always be my little hero. I want to share some thoughts about Lindsay. She recently been portrayed largely by people who have never met her and never knew who the real Lindsay was. Our marriage was wonderful and dramatically growing stronger as her condition rapidly worsened. I took as much pride in being her husband as I did in being a father and felt presently lucky to have her in my life. I still remember the very moment I first laid eyes on her and can recall how overcoming I was with the kind of love at first sight you only see in movies. It really didn't take long before I was certain I wanted to marry her. We said I love you to each other multiple times daily as if we were it was a reflex. Starting every morning with a passionate hug, yielding a sigh of relief like we had each received the perfect medication. If too much time passed without a hug, she'd look at me and ask, "Did you forget?" We mutually understood the reality that people can have bad days, but we stuck to the rule that when one of us got lost, the other was always there to bring them home ways. She loved being a nurse, being nothing matched her intense love for our children and dedication to being a mother. It was all she ever wanted. Her passion taught me how to be a better father. I wanted to ask all of you that you find it deep within yourself to forgive Lindsay as I have. Nope, I can't. The real Lindsay was generally loved and caring towards everything me, our kids, family, friends, and her patients. The very fibers of her soul are loving. All I wish for her now is that she can somehow find peace. I promise I'll put all my energy into healing and rediscovering my purpose. I owe that to all of you. Does Duxbury Fire and Police and compassionate healthcare workers, our local faith leader, the Minecraft community, and especially Cora, Dawson, and Colleen. I don't know how or when I'll be able to do it, but your love and generosity will help me get started. I know that love always wins. Carl, Dawson, and Colleen, you gave me so much in your short time here. I don't know if the pain will ever go away, but I'll do my best to carry on in your honor. Daddy loves you so much and will always remember you. With love and endless gratitude. So I couldn't be this guy. So I'm sorry. Like, he forgave this woman that took the lives of 3 of his kids within 2 days. And he truly had to have loved this woman, this Lindsay. He truly has to love her, like unbelievably love her, to be able to do that within 2 days after losing all 3 of his kids because of her. I couldn't. Like, yeah, I couldn't do it. Like, if somebody took the lives of one of my kids, you're gonna be my enemy for quite some time. Will I forgive you? Maybe sometime down the road, a year or 2 years later. But to forgive somebody within 2 days after taking all 3 of your kids' lives, the answer's no. I couldn't do it. No. And to make excuses, and that's what people were doing, because she had postpartum psychosis. So that's an excuse for her taking the lives of her 3 kids. I don't look at it that way. Like, she took the lives of her kids. Send her to prison. If we let this be an excuse for people to get away with stuff like this, everybody's going to use this as an excuse to get away with stuff like this.